Hello, today is 27th of September 2023. This is the video for Box Online Retailer Technical Support, and as I was recommended, this is the case which I recently purchased, CiT Radar, and as you can see I have taken out the front panel. Right, I'm trying to use this case with water cooling system, and for now without graphics card. And as you can see, this is the case standing upright, the hoses going from underneath. There is a specific reason for it, just to make sure if there is any kind of bubbling it doesn't reach the pump, but rather all the air will be accumulated on the top part of the radiator. Originally this radiator was planned to be installed on the very top, but unfortunately that's not possible. And I just wanted to show you this. The fan, which is on the top at the moment, of the top of the case, is not screwed. It's just very loosely there, so you will be able to see that I can move that and I can extract it. Okay, the problem with that water cooling system was rather too thick, and it wasn't possible at all to put it. It was ending up somewhere around here, overlapping with the ram sticks and with basically getting onto the radiator of the motherboard. But still, if I try to install now a fan here, a 12 centimeter fan or 12 millimeter fan, as you might be able to see, the problem with that, it needs to go a bit further down, approximately here, and it leaves practically no space. It won't be possible. I actually need to move it here, maybe more precisely. So it won't be possible to plug the 8-pin power supply cable into the motherboard. There's just absolutely no way. It's practically flush against the fan, and we'll never be able to unplug that in the future in case if I need to remove. So every time I will have to remove a fan first, if that's at all possible. I guess it will be, because the screws will be coming from the top, from the other side. But then again, I don't think it's really meant for it. I was actually planning to put this water cooling system on the top, and the reason for it is if one of the fans is LED fans here, which will light up, and the other two are not going to light up, it's going to look, well, don't know, maybe a bit less stylish, I would say. Well, the fans on the top will be coming on. Well, unfortunately, even if I didn't have this water cooling system and I had fans in front as here, when I install the motherboard I will not be able to install a fans here, because the cable needs to be here. So it will be right against and probably will go into the fan blades, which isn't going to be a very good thing at all. Unfortunately, even this case is described as compatible with water cooling systems. It's really not doing a good job. Plus, I pushed this water cooling system as much down as possible, and the reason here, as you can see, this is the cable that's for the USB 3 port. Let me just show you from the other side. So we have the USB 3 port here, and if I show you from the front, you might be able to see this problem. I'm just trying to focus it here. So this is the cable coming from the port. Let's just look inside from here as much as possible. I can try to zoom in and focus on it, but as you can see, it's right against the water cooling system radiator, and it's bent close to a right angle. So this is not really ideal. The water cooling system has been barely managed to fit in, and I managed to screw it on, so it is secured. But then again, it's not ideal to set it up on the front. I would prefer to have it on the top, which is absolutely not possible. And even without water cooling system, still I can't install the fans on the top. So this case sort of is not fit for purpose, or will not be able to work with all the motherboards. Might require for those connectors to be a bit lower, if such motherboards do exist. Well, there will be quite very few of them that will be able to work with it. Unfortunately, I have to interrupt my build at this point and move on. I will be returning this case for this reason.